What's up, guys? It's your boy World Peace, and today with a special episode. Bit of story before. So I've been playing around Diamond 3, and I was already one win away from Diamond 2 again. And my last days have been not looking so far. There were like maybe 1-2 games which have been my fault, but also quite unlucky games. For example, I had the top laner, was a master top laner in my team, but he told me he was 0-3 and he told the team, yeah, sorry, I'm quite hangover. And he went, I think, 0-10 deaths or something. Like those kind of games. And I was demoted back to Diamond 4. And today I was working and I said, okay, today let's log in, let's get back to Diamond 3. And in Champion Select, I see here that the third player banned Anivia of the enemy team. And you know, I'm a Anivia OTP and I'm like, no, why? And I was already upset. And I've been losing so many games, and then now, also in this game, they are banning Anivia. So I'm going here with my comfort pick, and now I'm going to start the video, because I think we can talk here while the game is starting already. I'm going here with Malzahar because Malzahar is probably the easiest mid laner and one of the strongest mid laner in the game. Because with Malzahar you have one of the best strengths, which is you don't need to care about mechanics, okay? Yeah, here and there you need to care a bit around it, but you don't have to care about mechanics. You just have to care about in-game decisions. Here I'm going for the early ward just to spot where Noxion is starting. And that's it, okay? So Malzahar was also, I was Emerald 1, and in my Diamond promo game I was playing Malzahar top lane and I won the game. So Malzahar is really my backup strategy here. I'm going for the early poke, of course, on Akali is a melee champion. And at any situation in time, I can push the wave, but I would like to have the wave always kind of in the middle of the lane. And you see, Akali is trying to go for a poke, and I have to say this is Akali OTP with 2 million mastery points, and she was playing quite well in this game. But now she took a quite losing trade, but she's starting Doran Shield. So me as a Malzahar without Ignite, I'm never going to kill her. You have many choices on Malzahar to play runes. I go with my standard Anivia runes, I don't care. I mean, you can go First Strike if you want. You can even go Fleet Work Foods or whatever the name is. It's still gonna work out, yeah. Here, this matchup is super weird because Akali is playing it so well. She's really applying a lot of pressure. She knows she has to break my shield, and she will get a trade for that, but I'm never able to kill her. And now she's even zoning me from my own minions, and she's all the time, you see it through the whole laning phase, she's killing my creeps, my voidlings. And I'm a type of player, I like to spec voidlings a second, even though maybe it's not the best or whatever, but I just like voidlings, okay? And in this matchup, I was actually forced to spec my Q second because my voidlings are useless against Akali. And yeah, so nothing really crazy going on here, but you see here already the Doran shield start from Akali. I can never kill her, and I'm already kind of out of mana. And I need to be careful because this Akali OTP, I saw it in Champion Select with 2 million points. And I was experiencing her already in lane. I could know, I was feeling it, that she knows how to play the champion. And if she would have landed her E, maybe a flash E on me, she would have killed me here right away. So I was kind of lucky that she didn't went for it. Now I'm forced to go back, instant TP back to the lane. And I don't mind so much, okay? I was in the lane, I was like, okay, she's good. I give her the respect. I'm playing Malzahar, I just farmed the minions. Sooner or later, she will not be able to keep the push up because my dot is too strong and I will be pushing the wave faster than her. And even if she kills my voidlings, my E is just too strong, and I will get the push. In this game, also roaming as Malzahar, even though I'm a Anivia OTP and I'm looking for many roams early, as Malzahar roaming, I don't know, maybe you should play it like that, but I don't feel very comfortable roaming on Malzahar. I would have roamed actually in this game if Akali went for super crazy roams, but so far she's not looking for that. And look, here I was in a quite comfortable state, and you see her combo always as Akali. She goes, she trades on me, she procs my shield, and then I'm thinking, okay, now I can trade back. And as soon as I want to trade back, she's using her her shadow thing, and she would just win the trade. Okay, so for me this was something I just learned in the game. So I understood, okay, I can only trade with her effectively if she's either eating all my Qs in lane and takes here unnecessary damage from my E, or if she doesn't have her W. Here I'm forced to go back again because I don't have mana, but it's a cannon wave, so I'm allowed to go back. I will miss one minion, and again, as a Malzahar, I don't care. My only job is here to use my ultimate, and in this game, actually Malzahar is a great pick. I didn't realize that, I just realized it basically after the game, that Malzahar seems to be a great pickup in this game. So I'm quite happy actually that Akaliente was banning my Anivia, because I don't like the Akali Anivia matchup. Even though probably if you play Anivia perfect, you will win it. It's just so stressful. So I was kind of happy having here my Malzahar. And you see, now I slowly win here always the push. I still need kind of my catalyst to have infinite mana. Besides that, it's a very chill lane, guys. And I really recommend to you guys, you should focus on having one main champion if you're playing mid lane. And if it's banned, go for Malzahar, okay? You don't need to learn so much about this champion, okay? Here, this champion is really about decision making. Yeah? There is only a skill matchup for the first 5 minutes. In the laning phase, maybe 6 minutes even. But as soon as laning phase is over, Malzahar is just about decision making. And yes, really good, great players, they will find here ways to abuse that matchup against Malzahar, but many don't. And even me, when I play Anivia against Malzahar, it's so hard, and I normally lose against them because they just have infinite push. You cannot trade with them. And then he has a spell shield, and he has his. I normally use as Anivia my wall to proc a spell shield. It's just painful. So I really love Malzahar here, and you see I'm going for the push, and you cannot stop my push. Akali goes again for the trade, but now I learned already. Okay, you will use your W trick, so I will just eat the trade, and that's it. Yeah. So I take here what did I take? He procced my spell shield, and then I eat 1 Q. Whatever. I don't really care. I have my catalyst, and you see I'm giving here a lot of respect in this lane. I'm not moving up too far up. I just want always to be in a safe zone. They have knockshot. Now Akali tries here again something. I don't know why. But I know the trick already. And I'm just farming here the waves, and she's just eating a lot of E damage, whatever is the name. Let's just quickly. Malefic Visions. Okay, weird name. And again, she takes the Malefic Visions in her face, and I like it. I have my spell shield up again. I'm just going for the wave at this point. I see a Noxia destroys my vision ward. Unfortunate, but I don't care. I just push here the wave. I don't need to go for the 1 vs 1. It's Akali who needs to go for the 1 vs 1, and she needs to get some kills. Now engages on me. Sorry, Akaliente. This was just I didn't understood it in game, and now I still don't understand it outside of the game. I'm sorry. I didn't understand that move. There was not even a kill angle here. Now I thought that I died to Noxion, but actually survived. Take here the plate, and I guess Akaliente just got too impatient with Malzahar, and many players get very impatient with Malzahar, or at least with the way I play, because I play for the first 3 minutes to poke you, and then later I just farm. And this is what you need to do as Malzahar. It's so easy. You just need to farm basically, and that's pretty much it. And then you are just reactive in a sense to the plays the enemy tries to make on you. So I'm in a super comfortable state here. I'm having here my Road of Ages, so I'm really super happy. I even sold here my healing potions for just to have that item, and now I have infinite mana. I will always have to push in lane, so Akali needs to make a decision. Very good assassin players actually will actually give away waves. Okay, they would just go for the roam. At this point, what Akali should be aiming to do, now it's not a good moment because all the waves are kinda pushed. Maybe to look for a play on Yorick because this wave is now pushing, and instead of fighting for that wave, go for the kill angle on Yorick at this point. This would have been the better decision instead of fighting me here. You're not even winning the trades. Well, would have been my recommendation. Me as Malzahar, I love it. This is where I want to be. I don't want to roam, okay? I don't want to follow Akali's roam. No, I don't want that. I can do it when I have my ultimate up, and now I have it. She has it too. But I like that. I want to be exactly here. I don't want to play a roaming game. I just want to chill here. So for me, this is pretty good. Noxian uses his ult, give the respect, but he's not on focusing me. Now Akali actually goes here for the back, so I'm taking here the minions. Not much to be said here. We can have a look on the game state. Yorick died many times to the Noxian. Botlane is kinda even. Yes, Caitlyn is a bit ahead in farm, but it's not really dramatic. And mid lane, a bit in favor of me, but in this game everything is open, everything is possible for either side. We just have to be careful about the Noxian, but we see here our Diana is in a also great state. And for me, I have now my boots. Look, super chill game, and we are in a diamond kinda area game. I checked the Akali, she was just a gold player. They had like a diamond one player, I don't know who it was. But Akali was just a gold player. But if you're watching this Akali now I'm going here for a TP, I will come back to that point later. Going here for a TP to help on bot lane, but it was a very useless TP. Was too late. I maybe saw here something happening. I was very unhappy about my TP, and now I needed to also go the long way back. So very useless TP by me. But the point I want to say about Akali was actually she played above her standards. I just checked. She was just gold. I was at least expecting emerald here. So Akali go to continue playing. Maybe it's her Smurf, but I'm not so sure if it's actually her Smurf because she has 2 million mastery points. She played it quite well, so I'm really giving her the respect. But again, I'm just playing Malzahar, so I'm not really a big threat here. And now they see here a wonderful angle on me and they just kill me. And I'm not so unhappy about this death, even though it was stupid to go that far up, because if you look at it in retrospective, I'm moving just too far up for that ward. Was a mistake. If I just stayed here and played my safe game, I would have been safe. But I was not so unhappy. I realized, okay, this is a mistake by me, but I kept my flash. And I was so proud, because many players, even challenger players, even LEC players, LCK players, in those scenarios, they are flashing. Okay? But the flash would have never saved you. So I was so happy that even though I did a mistake, I kept my flash. So I was like, okay, whatever. Now the lane is again completely even. Yes, we need to look out for Noxian because he's already 4 kills in 1. And at this point I was a bit worried, not so much about Akali, But about this Noxian, he seems to be on fire. And I don't have really the craziest playmaking champion. I'm kind of reliant, since my team is not so far ahead, to be in a very defensive, reactive situation. And I don't have my core items. For example, here I'm building the Hextech Rocket Belt. I really love that item on Malzahar, because then you have at least some playmaking. You don't really need the damage here. We have enough damage. We have Diana, Caitlyn, Yorick. Should be fine. And later in the game I will anyway buy a little bit more damage. And here I already felt, ooh, this kill I gave up with Gunblade. Oof. That was an unnecessary kill, because now Akali actually does a lot of damage, so I need to be even more respective. Here I'm saving that minion, if you see it, just to have a better use of my E on that minion. I still forgot the name. What's the name? Malefic Visions, stupid name, sorry. But again, I'm super safe. Yes, I did a mistake, but what you want to do, Akali? I'm just basically hugging. I'm always very close to my turret. In case something happens and there is no Noxian and Akali engages me, I still have my flash. So I should be super fine here. I'm very worried just about the overall game state. And I'm not touching on it so much. Noxian just comes with a wizard, and I was so mad about this Noxian just for proccing my spell shield. Because, I mean, why he went there? He just went there to proc my spell shield. I mean, this is really a bastard play. No offense, in a joking way, of course, but here a little trick. I messed it up, but actually you can just E and use your W. Now actually Noxian engages on me, and this time I just again completely die here. I used my ultimate, but in the same time I was also feared. So I also learned here something, and I was super mad because look at this Noxian. In the end, Noxian also gets the kill, and he gets a triple kill, guys. And now we did mega mistakes. The mistake started with me being again too over aggressive here, going for the plate. I was too greedy. Didn't use my flash here. Probably couldn't have survived. And this snowball kill here by Noxian was just incredible. I mean, he got triple kill, he got the Herald, they got now my midland turret. So we were completely screwed in this game. I mean, come on. 7 kills on Noxian. It's just very bad for us. So at this game, at this moment, I would just share with you my feelings. My feelings were not again. I was clapping on the desk, actually saying, oh my god, they're banning my Anivia. I had so many bad games in the past. Now this Diana might be also dying here. Why is it me? Why is it that? But if we're looking at it from an analytic, objective opinion, I died 2 times, and those 2 times were just my decision making was incorrect, right? It was not a mechanical outplay. It was just me overstepping. 2 times overstepping, and you get instantly punished. Here I'm seeing something happening on the bot lane. A lot of easy kills potentially, and here I just wanted to have some money, so I flashed for that kill here. It was actually a little shutdown, so I get a little bit of gold back. And this was important for me, also for my mental, because now we also get the Drake here. I knew already that when I saw Caitlyn pushing, she will die and do the same mistakes that I did, just over aggressive. And here you can just go back as Malzahar. I think we should be fine. Now also I saw that Noxian is killing Caitlyn, so I was perfectly fine to go back here, and Diana can finish off the Drake. Almost have my Hextech Rocket Belt, but yeah, this game is now in a very unfavorable spot for us, because Noxian just went crazy. And also here, Jenna stealing my blue buff. I was already, I was not so happy, but as Malzahar you don't really need blue buff, it's just an extra. On Anivia it's mandatory, I would say, but on Malzahar you should be fine. Here we're trying to find Akali, and we actually will also kill her. I kind of zoned her a bit because I wanted to be a bit safe. Now Noxian engages on us, but it was the first time Noxian actually failed his engage completely. Now we are chasing here for more kills, but we need to be super careful. Diana wants to go extra forward, and I just needed to be standing here doing some extra damage. I still don't have my ultimate, so I'm kind of backing off, and I'm seeing, okay, this play might be bad, trying to protect here my Jenna. And I know Shaco will go too far up, so I'm focusing at this point Shaco, because I can never kill the Noxian at this point. And here, he almost killed me, but I saw now Shaco is out of position, and he's just dead. No, he will survive, because apparently, and this I learned also in the game, when I use my E last minute, and he uses his ultimate, my dot will just focus his clone. So that was amazing gameplay here. And now I'm in a very bad situation. Now Shaco engages on me. I just kill him. I didn't understand why he went for that. And I'm still in a very bad situation because two players are waiting to kill me. Dodging here the W. So I was super happy about that. But yeah, it's a bit of a sketchy situation, but Yorick finally arrived, so I was safe here again. So about this whole team fighting scenario, I just got one kill out of it, but I take this kill, and Akali got now another kill. Noxian tries again here to make something happen, but for me the play is over. I'm going back. As you can see, I'm speccing here my voltaic vision, or whatever is the name, malefic visions first, then I take my Q and then the voidlings. This Jenna, by the way, plays incredible. This Jenna is really incredible. You will see throughout the game, she's just doing an amazing job. I knew here that Chase could be here, but I was like, okay, I have two players close to me. So Chase engages fully on me. I'm just chilling, waiting here, not using my abilities, waiting till he switches form. Now I use my Q, then my ultimate, and we just get an easy kill here. So I was super happy that even though we completely screwed up and two miserable mistakes by me in the early game, I kind of came back into this game, got here 2 kills. I have my items, I have my core items. Now a Sonia's would be really amazing. The Sonia's, I don't go for damage again because they have Akali, they have Noxian. And if they want to focus me, I want to press my Sonia's. Yeah? So I don't need the extra damage, I need the survivability. That was my thinking process. Now Shaco engages on me, I don't understand it. And yeah, here the laning state or the side laning was not so clear. I really don't want it to be side laning. You see the top lane wave is quite pushed up, but I cannot go there. I want to kind of hover my team here, and even though I give up some minions, I cannot go side laning against a Noxian on the enemy team. So I was kind of protecting my team at this moment. And there's nothing really what I can do, because if you want to be side laning, you kind of need the LEC team where a jungler is actually hovering you behind you, so that when Noxian engages on you, you're kind of safe. Now I knew that Noxian was here, so was kind of chilling around, and now I went to the turret. I knew that there is like a potential that they can dive me, but I kind of thought I can outplay it, or at least take someone with me. So I'm standing here at the turret. I cannot go further than this line where I'm already standing, because I don't have vision about Akali. Now I at least knew Noxian uses his ultimate, so I wanted to push forward a bit with my team to at least destroy the vision, because Drake is up soon. We knew that someone is around that bush, so I wanted to make a kill happen, but in the end I just take a lot of damage, use my ulti for nothing, need to flash out. It was horribly played by me. I even killed the Shaco clone to lose also the health on my team player, so this was just a horribly played by me. At least this Diana kinda secretly was doing some kills, so I was happy about that. In this game there was not a lot of talking. Basically I think no one was talking, but every minute Yorick was just pressing Noxian ultimate, and I love it. I love this player, because he reminded us all the time about Noxian ultimate. Okay? And I love players like that. I don't consider that as spam. I'm consider that as making your team aware, hey, there is a Noxian. Don't forget he has ultimate. Don't forget he's super fat. He actually got an honor for that. Even though, look at it, he's 0-5. 0-5, and you can consider that feeding, but he was not flaming or whatever. He was just always pinging Noxian ultimate. Now Noxian engages here on me, but I was like, guy, I should be safe here. Use me here my Sonias. That's why I wanted to have the Sonias. Now use my rocket belt. And that's what I meant with survivability. If I have here more damage, it doesn't help me at all, right? I just die. But here with my survivability items, I should be able to survive. Even when he's super aggressive, even though I knew Noxian is in our jungle, just for the TP on bot lane, there would have been a world, maybe challenger players could have found a way actually to kill me here. But I went hyper aggressive. I kind of smell that Akali was here, and with my Q, I had vision on her. She was not understanding it, but I knew it, bro. I knew it, and you see, this Yorick, amazing. I love it. I was just spamming here my Q and making Akali aware, bro, I know you're here. Just push the lane, let me farm. And in the end, she did it, so my psychological warfare worked. And this is what I needed to do. Unfortunately, Akali does a very smart play, and this is what she should have done all the time. Just go roaming, bro. Just go roaming. Okay, you never want to lane against Malzahar. You just, as Akali, you want to roam. I think Caitlyn wins that. Nice flash here and kill. Noxian ultimate on the top lane. And in the end, Yorick is so strong. I mean, he was 0-5. And look at this Yorick. This is just mental stability. Because look at this Yorick, he's just going crazy. He has barrier, by the way. Didn't understand the barrier pick. He died, but he took someone with him, so at least it was fine. And what was Malzahar doing all the time? He was just farming, doing nothing, basically. And there is not much I want to be doing right now. I could have not done much anyway. We just knew that they might be on Baron, so I wanted to check that area. Now Noxian Shaco engages here on me, but I have my Hextech Rocket Belt using my counter engage with my beautiful combo. And you see, I have enough damage to at least kill the Shaco all the time, and I love it. And I'm basically farming here for my Sonias. I really, because it got broken by the beautiful Noxian engage on me. So I'm really looking here to get money. Now Noxian engages here on Jenna, but very unfortunate for him. Wonderful Jenna ulti, by the way. The latest Noxian ultis didn't work out, and now they're engaging on me, but I'm just very tanky, guys, and I have no idea how we survived that. I didn't even had ultimate up, but Jenna just had so much damage. I'm quite tanky. Noxian didn't had ultimate up, and we kill them, and we now get Baron. And I really don't understand what happened here. I really don't understand it. But we just won the team fight and we get the Baron off of it. And at this point I knew, okay, if I continue to play my style, we actually can win the game. We just need to be always aware about Noxian. And we have here our wonderful ASMR Genießer, Yorick, who reminds us, okay, Noxian R, don't forget. And here I'm heading to bot lane. I'm not so sure about the bot lane rotation here. I was just checking for the blue buff. And you see many players would go no bot lane. But you see me, I'm not going bot lane. I'm just checking here on the Raptors. I got pinged here. And in the end, I see Noxian is in the mid lane. So I decide, okay, whatever. Let's forget about the Raptors. I stay here middle. It's a bit risky to be standing here. But I was like, I have my rocket belt, I have my Sonias, and my team is kind of close. So I'm actually allowed to do that. And I'm farming super safely. I did get all the minions here. And look where I'm standing, in a super safe position. And now I'm hovering or grouping up with my team. I don't want to be on the side lane. Sooner or later I need to catch some minions. But now we find his Shaco. We kill his Shaco. And Hextech Rocket Belt combo is just amazing. Not sure if he would have escaped here, but I just get here a wonderful kill. And when we're grouped up against Noxian, there's not much Noxian can do, right? We have also Jenna, which was an amazing pick here. And if we're grouped up, if Noxian engages on us, Jenna ultimate, Malzahar ultimate, it's just amazing. Yes, Yorick died again, but we didn't need Yorick as a top laner. We just needed him to remind us about Noxian ultimate, and he does his job. That's why he got honored by me after the game. Now we go together, farm those minions. I don't want to let Caitlyn alone here on the bot lane. Diana goes here for the 1v1, and I should have actually helped her. I didn't decide it. I realized that too late in the game, and she died. So this was a bit of my mistake. I really didn't have this on my awareness. Now I'm trying to help here my team because Noxian again engage. Find here again a wonderful ultimate on the Heimatding at this time. Now I clear also the Shaco because my Malefic Vision, or whatever is the name. Yeah, Malefic Visions. So this time I got it. And we have a beautiful counter engage on them. So I was super happy now about this game. Gold is now even. And guys, do you remember this Noxian triple kill, Herald, mid lane turret, and in the end almost killed Diana as well. And we came back into this game, and I was not doing much, okay? I was just doing correct decisions as a mid laner, which I need to be doing. Engage on the mid lane, I was kind of checking if I should use my ultimate. In the end, I decided to use my my teleport, and I think it was an incorrect teleport usage. I just should have stayed bot lane. Sometimes you need to give something back, because now the problem for us is that 2 of our teammates are dead, and we're just hovering here for no reason, and they're just baiting us in. Noxian engages on us, and we're just dead. So I'm not so sure about my TP. If I wanted to TP, I should have TP'd much earlier, and I was really checking and thinking, should I TP there or not? And then I TP'd, it was useless, and then I just died here. So at this moment I was like, oh, if I don't play correctly, we actually can die here. So I need to be grouped up with my team, and this was the first time in a long time I was not grouped up with my Caitlyn, or I was not close to my Caitlyn, and they died. So I need to be standing close to my Caitlyn and protect her, otherwise we lose this game. Akali is also now super fat. Akaliente, the amazing gold player who definitely plays above his standards. And looking at my build now, I mentioned it before that now is the time to go damage, okay? Now I will go for the Liandry's, and then I will save here for the death cap. I was thinking maybe go death cap first. Again, Noxian engages onto Caitlyn, and I think at this point Noxian was just trying too hard to make something happen, because in the end I'm not sure if we kill him, but I'm trying to find the Jace, by the way. Use here my rocket belt to just proc the spell shield, ultimate, and he's just dead. He was trying too hard, and now Akali does a terrible TP. Tries to engage on us, but Caitlyn has so much damage, and we just kill him. Now Shaco tries to make something happen. Yes, he kills the Diana. So worth it, I guess, as a support. We have again the Yorick reminder about the Noxian ultimate, and at this moment I was pinging, let's go mid lane, guys. We need here some structures. Let's get the inhib. And we actually realized, or I realized, that we can actually finish here. I mean, look at the death timers. It was a horrible engage by Noxian, overforced in my opinion. Noxian has ultimate up, but he's actually trying to go back. I think he should have just used it to scare us off about it over the turrets, because now we're just finishing and it's too late. I'm just hitting here the Nexus, and it's GG. And in this game, Jenna got my honor, and Yorick, I just had 2 honors. But Jenna for playing a very solid game, I have to say. And Yorick, he did his job. I think he did his job, even though he was kind of selected by Noxian. But he reminded us, and it helped me immensely, that someone just every minute reminds me, Noxian, ultimate, careful. And for me as a Malzahar, so the Akali matchup is super interesting. And the laning phase is actually quite hard. You don't win the trades. Late it gets a bit easier because your E is just getting stronger and you don't need your voidlings. I think Akali played it wrong. She just should have looked here for more roams and put me into a difficult decision where I needed to follow the roams. Besides that, I did two major mistakes. I explained them to you already before. Just overstepping. But you see, as Malzahar, it's not about mechanics. As Malzahar, it's really about decision making. And I did two mistakes. Maybe also some smaller mistakes, of course. But two major ones. But the rest, I was just doing macro decisions and I had time for macro decisions. This is the difference to other champions. As a Nivea, I also now have time to make macro decision because I know this champion very well. I have, I don't know, 300, 400, 500 games on that champion. But if I now lock in, I don't know, Jace or Yorick or Akali, I need to first think about how do I make my outplay and how do I use my skills. And as Malzahar, I don't need to think about it. I place in my E. It's a click button. I press my W and I press my Q somewhere and I need to press my ulti on a champion. That's it. And the rest I can just think about macro decisions. And I gotta say, my macro decisions, yes, there were some horrible TPs. My TPs were super bad. But just the decision making of me grouping up, okay, giving up sidelanes, grouping up at the correct timings, oftentimes I think helped us to win the game. It was not certainly me just doing the game. It was, I would say, team play. All the five players did their job, and that's how you win some games as Malzahar. You don't need to be the craziest outplaying champion, and yeah. And of course, if they ban Anivia, I'm super mad. I really want to win. So maybe that helped as well. Guys, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about Malzahar. Now also my microphone is kind of dying. I don't know. But guys, let me know if you should analyze your gameplay. I'm happy to do it. And besides it, I wish you just a wonderful and great day. And remember, world peace would be the best thing on earth.